The remaster of Luigi's Mansion 2 Dark Moon might just be my most anticipated upcoming game. With some fierce competition, that's a bold statement, but considering it's now October and we're officially entering spooky season, let me explain why I feel this way. The first Luigi's Mansion has to be an all-time top 20 game for me. I think I was about 6 years old when one fine Christmas morning I woke up to this game and The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker under my Christmas tree. 2003 was a weird time for gaming, especially with the early Nintendo exclusive GameCube games. This was a time where game companies weren't afraid to take risks. The aforementioned Wind Waker made a huge change, implementing a new art style and introducing Toon Link. And Luigi's Mansion took an even bigger risk by introducing a 100% unique, somewhat horror game to the Super Mario world. Now, when I asked my mom for this game, I didn't know anything about it. In fact, the only reason I wanted it is I grew up with an older brother, and being player 2 all the time means I was always Luigi when playing co-op Super Mario platformers. I thought it would be cool to play a game with Luigi as the protagonist. Little did I know this game would give me nightmares for the next 20 years. All jokes aside though, Luigi's Mansion for the GameCube was a pretty terrifying game for a 6-year-old. Though it is kid-friendly in a sense, I could definitely see how this game would scare a lot of people. The premise of the game is Luigi randomly won a big mansion and told his brother Mario to meet him there to check it out. But by the time Luigi gets there, Mario has already been captured by ghosts and you have to take them out one by one in order to save them. It's already a more interesting plot than the usual defeat Bowser and save the princess that you're used to from Super Mario games, but the plot is just one of many great things about this game. To me, the main selling point is the unique gloomy atmosphere this game has. It still looks incredible today and displays some of the best graphics for the GameCube, but they really used those graphics to enhance the overall feeling of the game. This game actually makes you feel like you're exploring a haunted mansion. Every room is unique and scary in its own way, and the music and lighting really bring that to life. During the moments where the suspense is at its highest, Luigi will actually hum the theme song as a nervous reflex, which is hilarious, but also likely what someone would actually do to calm themselves down in this situation. The mansion you explore throughout the game is full of secrets, and something about it makes you want to explore every single room. When replaying this game last year, it was one of the first games I've went for 100% completion on in a long time. Now, one of the reasons for that is the game is not very long, clocking in at around 10 hours to complete everything. But I made a whole video talking about quality versus quantity and why I like linear games better, and Luigi's Mansion 1 for the GameCube is a perfect example of this. Combine all of these previously mentioned things with the intuitive controls and you have a recipe for a certified banger. Now, as soon as I finished Luigi's Mansion last year, I wanted more, but here's the thing. Luigi's Mansion 2 is the least accessible game in this trilogy. The first Luigi's Mansion is available on the GameCube and the Nintendo 3DS, at least giving you two options to play it, whereas the second game is only available on the 3DS, which is a console I don't currently own, making it impossible for me to play it. Sure, I own Luigi's Mansion 3 for the Switch and can play that, but I like to play games like this in sequential order, if I have the chance to do so, and that's why I'm so excited about the remaster of Dark Moon. My original plan was to play Luigi's Mansion 3 throughout the month of October, as Halloween is my favorite holiday. However, after the announcement of Luigi's Mansion 2 Remastered, my plans have changed. Luigi's Mansion 2 seems like the dark horse of the series. It's by far the least talked about of the three games. And I believe the reason for this is, as I mentioned before, it's not very accessible. But going back and watching old reviews of the game, it seems to have done really well, with some even saying that's better than the first. Now, although I'm very excited about this game coming to the Switch, I'm also excited about what it could possibly represent for the system as a whole. See, the Nintendo DS and 3DS games are difficult to remaster or remake because of the two screens, but some of the literal best games ever are stuck on that console. A lot of people are speculating that Nintendo is choosing to remaster a lot of their older titles, as the Nintendo Switch has to be nearing the end of its life cycle, but I'm absolutely okay with this. My Nintendo Switch is already basically just a device to play older games on. My most played games on it are all remakes or remasters, aside from Smash Bros. And Tears of the Kingdom. If Nintendo really embraces this over the next few years and starts pumping out remasters of GameCube and DS games, I am absolutely here for it. We already have confirmation of Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door and of course Luigi's Mansion 2 next year, but maybe this means eventually we will see remasters of those lost masterpieces like F-Zero GX and Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Or at least one can hope. Maybe Nintendo doesn't actually care about what the consumers want and I'm looking into this remaster a little too much. But either way, it's safe to say I'm stoked about Luigi's Mansion 2 Dark Moon, and you should be too. Anyways, thank you all for watching. We're nearing that 500 sub mark, and if you're new to the channel, I would really appreciate a like and subscribe to help me get there. Leave a comment down below letting me know what you think about these remasters and what game you're hoping to see on the Switch. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.